Hi guys, welcome to Simple Programming. In this video, let us see how to use @ JsonAnyGetter and @ JsonAnySetter. The JsonAnyGetter annotation allows you to map fields as standard properties. So in order to explain that with real-time example, I'm going to introduce a subjects which is going to be a map of string in my student object request. Okay, and let me go to the controller. In the controller, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new hash map. I'm going to put in few variables in it, like subject 1 is going to be English, subject 2 is going to be geography, and subject 3 is going to be history. And I'm going to set this map into my student.set subject. So let us quickly run this example and let us try to understand what is the behavior if we don't use @ JsonAnyGetter. So here's my request. Let me fire the request. So when I fire the request, you could see here I got the subjects. Inside that I have subject 1 English, subject 2 geography, subject 3 as history. What if I don't want this nested object and I want these elements to be listed as standard properties inside the student object itself? So this is where a JSON @AnyGetter comes into picture. So let's scroll down and we have the get subjects here. So let's do one thing. Let's annotate it with @JsonAnyGetter. Let me stop the server and let me start it again. Server is up. Let's go on to the postman. So in our previous request, when we didn't have the @JsonAnyGetter, we got the elements as a nested object of subjects. Now after adding @JsonAnyGetter, let me click on send. You could see here the values are now mapped as standard properties inside the student object itself and does not represent a nested object. So this is a primary example of @JsonAnyGetter. So what is an example of @JsonAnySetter? So for this example, I need to do a few things. Let me quickly remove all the elements here. So I have removed all the elements here, and let me also comment this out. So our object is going to have a subjects map in it, and we have to do few changes here. Let me quickly do a key value and key value. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, like, whatever request comes in, right, all the elements in the request, that is all the elements in the request, are going to be put into the map with the help of @JsonAnySetter. So let me place a I placed a breakpoint here so that we can examine the request when it comes into our API. Let me stop it. I don't have any fields in this student object. There is no ID, name, that's nothing here except for the subjects. So let me click on run. Okay, the server is up, and now I'm going to fire the request. My request is going to have ID, name, school, section, is student, major, and none of these fields are defined in my student object. I click on send. I'm here at the controller, and inside the controller, let's examine the student object. The student object, inside the subjects, you could see here all the elements that were present in the request are now mapped as a hash map inside the subjects variable. So this is an example of @JsonAnySetter. I hope this example was really helpful. Please subscribe for more such videos, and thank you.